Hi everybody, this is Srikanth here. Here you can see my desktop. I have WinToto, I have Lotwin, Lotto 007, Lotto 007 prediction, and I have Lotwin Pro also. And my configuration of the PC, as you can see, my system, it's a 4930K, it's a 6-core CPU with 32 GB of RAM, 64 MB. It's quite a heavy build workstation to use my computer here. So let me start with how to develop filters for the WinToto. So I'm opening WinToto. So as you can see from here, this is the data result. I have this filters specifically developed for every game. I have 5 filters for 31st draw, and I have some generic minimum group 1. This is very generic. It should mean, if you look at it, it will minimum hit 2 numbers. If you look at all the way data from this group of numbers, you will always have minimum of 2 numbers. This is my filtering. This is my generic filter, one of the important filters. Then I have a template group, which is a very generic template, just to see how many hot and warm, how it's shifting. Then I have other several filters which I keep on adding as the draw goes by. You can see I have column group, pick all this kind of digit sum, last digit, first digit, least hit, Singapore least hit filter, Singapore high hit, low hit filter. Then this box 3, box 2, box 4, quad, prime number, inner, outer. Then for hump-out draw, the big draws, I have a big draw group. Then neighbor 1, neighbor 2, all this neighbor filters. Then I have mirror and non-mirror. Then I have this Hindu mythology groups. Then span 1, span 2 groups. Then these are the machine groups when they use different machine. When I had some few draws, visits, and I actually watched the draw, I have collected some data and I made some machine draw groups. Then I play by triangle method, so this is a triangle group. Then it's a Kumono mathematic type, I don't know, this some grouping of numbers. These are the lucky fortunate numbers from the my free post. Then high, low, high, odd, even, this one kind of filter. Then this is a Powerball filter. This is, I just copied this filter from some Powerball US or Powerball Australia. Then this is the Brother G's 27 set system 27 reference, and I have a random super group. This is a 2012 prediction from a system 18 house. This is a wizard pick. I have been monitoring some wizard pick from February. This is Uncle Chow's group. This Uncle Chow just suggested some groups. It's actually same as Super 9. And this is a normal mirror vertical filter. This is a vertical filtering of normal and mirror. This is some prediction that I did in May and June 2012 when I hit the jackpot. So I have made a group to just keep as a reference how do you hit the jackpot in. So this is one of my friends suggested numbers, and this is the best group for 2012 which I derived from this. Then I have these are the Chinese animal calendar group. Then this is a FSG reference group which I have. Then this is a 2012 prediction from some house of Toto for monitoring from July. Then I have some normal mirror ratio filtering. Then I have the system to LD, system to LD, all the system to LDs. This is a very important group. If you look at it, you really make sure there is, you can see these kind of gaps. This whole group of LD is missing. Usually it happens every next draw. So if you see a whole group, so today you see a whole bunch of group. So 393045464748 will show open, some of the LDs will open this one. So from here you have to, from these are the basic filters from where I develop my filters. I know these are the LDs that are in a bunch of LDs that are missing. So it should sure fill up in the next row, because usually when there is a bunch it fills up in the next row. So you can usually see this all the way. See, when there is a bunch it will fill up. So you see a bunch of empty cells, immediately the cells fill up with 2 number, 3 number, 1 number. So if you look at this bunch, like 3, 4, 3, 5 LDs, 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 7, the whole bunch is missing. So you can expect 1 or 2 number from this bunch, because this is a whole empty cell here. You can see this empty cell will fill up, and then this is one group of LD, then you have a next group of LDs. So you look for those LDs which are missing, then you can derive from here, see which is missing. See this maximum skip, like LD 2 and skip, between skipping for 3 and 0 skip, so you can expect 3 or 0 the next row, something like that. You have to have your own analytical method. See, damn sure is LG 4 and 7. So if you look at LG 4 and 7, it doesn't skip more than 2 draws all the way. So definitely for the 31st you will have LD4 or LD7, or maybe LD4 and LD7, and this whole bunch is missing. So LD4, 0, 4, 5, 5, 6, 5, 7. So you can expect from this whole bunch something is going to happen. So from here you develop your own logistics to get your LDs. Then you have this, I monitor this LD9 and 0, which is a very high performing LD. Very rarely it skips 3 draws, mostly 1 or 2 draw. LD9, so it has skipped last draw. LD9 and 0, you can expect 1. So this is how you develop the filter. I develop the due numbers. You can see this due number always hit 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6. So you can expect 4, 5, 6 from this group. This groups is all derived from basically from this kind of monitoring, where I see this empty groups. This is for the LD. Then I have for the column, that means column from each column number. You can see this whole bunch, column 3, 6 and 7. You can see it doesn't skip one. If it skips to 1 draw like that, see you have 1 draw. So column 3 and 6 and 7 will open next draw. You can see it just skips 1 draw. And then this one also skips 1 draw or 2 draw, so it's column 3 and 9. So if you look at this kind of monitoring, you know column 3 and 6 and 7, one of them is going to open. From 3 and 9, maybe it skipped this next draw, because it can skip 2 draws. So from here the logic is either you select 3 or you select 6 or 7. So somehow this column must fill up. So you know from column 6, 7 or column 3, sure got number. So you do the same logic here. You can see this one skips. So column 6 and 7 doesn't skip more than 1 draw. Very rarely it goes to the second draw. So you can be, now you assure that either column 6 or column 7 is going to come. From here if you look 6 and 9, it doesn't skip. So either 9 skips or 6 skips or 7 skips. You have to get a logic there. So this one, 7 and 9 also skip. So from column 6, 7, 5, 6, 7 and 9, sure one of them is going to have some few numbers, 1 or 2 numbers. Same thing you do for your digit sum. I have all the digit sum listed here. The digit sum all are performed last draw. You look at the second group, you can see there is a gap here. So digit sum 3, 6 and 7 cannot skip the next draw, because it's already skipped 2 draws. So this bunch, sure it won't skip more than 1 draw. So digit sum 3, 6 and 7 will open. And this digit sum 3, 11 and 12 sure can can miss or will open. So either you throw 3, 11 and 12. If you throw 3, 11 and 12, left is digit sum 6 and 7. So either you play 6, 7 or you play 3, 11 and 12. So you need to consider both directions to play. Then you look at the digit sum 3 is the same story. You can see all these gaps, not more than 2 draw. So either you throw away this digit sum 6, 11 and 12 or you play with that number. So either you consider this digit sum or you throw away. But this one, if you look at this digit sum 9, 11 and 12, it doesn't go more than 1 draw. It doesn't skip more than 1 draw. So you can never see more than, so either digit sum 9 or 11 or 12 confirm for the next draw. This is how you develop the logic of filtering. So for the next draw, you can sure be either 9, 11 or 12 of digit sum. Sure is going to happen the next draw because it skips only 1 draw. So you should select either one of the numbers from here, from digit sum 9, 11 or 12. And from this, all this, you develop this filter. So I develop all the dues by mix and matching the digit sum, LD and the column groups. So I can able to derive the due numbers, like this one set of due number which I am damn sure is going to hit 6 or 7 number. Then I know from here it already hit 7, so maximum it will hit how much. The second thing you have to do is, when you are looking at all these filters, you need to look at this horizontal group statistics. For doing this, you need a computer with a good memory, otherwise it will hang because there are too many groups for you to study. Even with my powerful computer, it takes some time to do it, so I don't want to do it now. So if you once you have developed that, you go to this group, then you study the horizontal group statistics. If you look at it, 6 number from here and 1 number from this is already 6 draws missing. Usually average gap is 3 draws, so it's almost double. 5 number and 2 number is almost closing in. 7 number from here is overshoot. It hits 10 draw, it overshoot 11 draws. Even 3, 4 is overshoot. And 1, 6, 100 draw, it doesn't happen at all. It can never happen. So you are sure that there is going to be 6 or 5 number from here, from this group. And its performance is also like that. So this filter is developed using that. Then I do another logic to look at the second kind of filter. This is other way around. You can see this guy performs at a very high level, meaning 5, 6 number on the other side, but the due just misses. So this filter, you sure know there's going to be not more than 3 numbers, maximum 3 numbers. Otherwise, sure there's going to be 1 number because it's never been empty all the way. It can never be empty. So you have 1 empty cell here on 28. So 31st, this empty cell has to fill up. Then the filter 2, see there is an empty cell. This also never gets empty, and it's empty. And I know from here it's going to be either 5 or 6 number and 1 or 2 number from here. Then the filter 4, this cell is empty. So either it hits 7 here and it hits 3 and 4 here. But if you look at the logic here, it is either hitting 4 or 5 number. Your chance of hitting 3, 4 or 5 number is like 80%. And then another 20% is going to hit 6, 7. So you are sure from this group you're going to hit more than 3, 4 or 5 number. And it may even hit 6, because 6 is still not overdue, but it may hit up to 5. So, and then there's another filter which is developed with the same logic. This is just to make sure the NG7 greater than NG7 and less than NG6. Why I have this filter, basically when I look at this chart, these cells are empty. Okay, if you look from here, the empty cells, if you look at it, these cells are empty, right? if you look at it, it doesn't get empty for more than one draw. Somehow the last draw, this whole thing has been empty. So it has never gone empty in the past. This has got empty. This whole cell will get empty. So worst come worst, this part may go missing, but this guy can never go missing. That means NG 7 and 8. So if you look at NG 7 and 8, 4, 21, 24, 41 cannot run away 1. If it run away, then the numbers must open from here. Because this one, the maximum skip you can have from, if you look at from this whole bunch of numbers, it can never go empty for more than one draw. See, it's one draw. So last draw is empty. So the number must fill up this area of numbers, which is NG7 greater than NG7. So this group of number must have at least 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 number. So that's why you have this group where I have this. So from here I can study how much I can get. What are the performance? Maximum is 3 numbers. Worst is 5 has happened. You can forget about 5. You can go 4, 2, 1, 3. And then this group is empty, can never go missing. So from this is how I have these 5 filters. So when you go into your wheeling, if you look at my filters, I load my filter. This is for 31st October and this is my filter. So the filter is open. I am playing in this filter is completely set with number span. You can see I have some 2, some 3, NG. NG is quite wide. I have 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, all 3 numbers and 2 numbers, and so wide open. History filter. If you look at history filter, I keep this one 6. Then all my number span, a whole bunch of number span. This is very big. Then I have this generic minimum, as I explained before. I am playing this ratio. I know minimum of 2 numbers, so I play 6, 2, 5, 4, 3 only, and 0 from here. Then these are the F1, F2. I have set all the ratios for the 5 filters I developed. It's quite a big list. I select only few ratios to play, few ratios like that I set, depending on whether it's OD or it's high hitting. That's all. This is my filter. And then I have some 2, some 3 history filter, and then the grouping. Usually I do this group filter, then you can select what groups you want to play. You just, example, you just go here, you select a group, like I select this group F1, and then I add all this. It gives all the possible combinations. From there, then you select according to this statistics which group you like to play, or you want to play the group pattern. So this is the filter you have. After this comes, so initially when I start my wheeling, I just go by this. Since I know the sure hit is going to happen from here, I put these numbers in the first, then this number in the last. So my filters are ready, my number selection is ready. So I select from here, then I select from here, put in the end. So I have all the 45 number. Now I am loading the templates. I have a very big list of templates. See, I have different generic position wheeling, which is around 3600. This is all position wheeling templates. Basically, these templates are all developed by my own. I have last 200 draw and bonus template, which is around 66,000. Then I have this hot, warm, cold with 12 number each, or 18 warm numbers, 15 cold numbers, and 12 cold numbers. This is an example of when your NG table comes in that format. Like you have 18 numbers here. This is 7, 4, 11, 11 and 5. There are only 16 numbers. When you get 18 numbers here, I will use that template. That means you have 7, 6, 6 or 7, 5, 6 or something like that. There you have 18 number here in this first 3 draws. Then I will use this template. Or if I want a wider one, but this is guarantee 4 only. But I have another big one, which is very big one, which is around 208,000 template. So then I have some random templates. Then I have the prime number templates. Then I have this win 3 of guarantee 6 template, but this usually hits every time 4 number. Then I have this win 4 guarantee 6, around 12,078. This one always hits 5 because always is one more guarantee. These templates have more than what the guarantee is, since it's slightly bigger than the WinToto templates. So you just select, I'm just selecting this, maybe you hit only 4. So just go here, you wheel 921 become 25 tickets. You look at it, you have 2 repeat numbers, then all the cold numbers. So if you get this kind of wheeling, that means you're buying a lot of cold and less of hot. So you need to juggle your number arrangement because all the cold numbers are on the front, so you get more of cold numbers. So basically what you need to do here, you need to erase off this, then open another 2 wheelers, open the NG table, copy this number, paste in this wheel, and then you randomize it. Then copy again, go to the first wheeler, paste it. Then you take this one, copy the first 6 or maybe first 3. It depends on how do you want to mix up the numbers. I usually randomize here. Then I copy, I go to my first wheeler. Maybe I want to mix with the middle, so I paste here, so it mixed up. Then I go here, copy, I paste in, I delete here, I paste here, I randomize it, copy, I pasted somewhere this region, so maybe I paste in this region. So now the numbers are jumbled up. I go again, wheel using the same template and see how I generate. If you look at it, it's some warm and cold. Now you see the template shifting towards this side. You have less of cold numbers. Because when you look at the NXGAP table, greater than NG9, you can maximum have 1 number, maximum is 2 number. Worst case, sometime you hit 4 number, 5 number. But you are not interested in these kind of draws. Most of the draw there are 1 or 2 numbers. You can see there are only 1, 2 numbers. So when you wheel, you look at it, greater than NG1, this column should either have one or two numbers. So you can see the power of this wheeler, this filtering. Even if I choose a template which is 921 tickets, or if I choose a 12,478, this is 12,000 entry, I wheel. You need a powerful computer to work this at this speed. If you try this kind of such a heavy filtering on your laptop mostly will take several hours to do this. Since my computer is quite a powerful one, it can go so fast because this number spans filter itself is very big. You can see it's quite an extensive number span filter. Because I don't want to miss any of the number span so you can see it when regarding about the number spans. The way I analyze spans is I usually do this. I go to straight span and I set this to 5. You can see always this number is never less than 3. Worst comes 1. It is always 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. You will never find 1 except for this draw. Always is 4, 4. 1 will be there, once in a while it will happen, but always the minimum of 3. This shows span 1 to 5. You must have 3 spans. This is what I am doing here, span 1 to 5. How much to, because I am playing only 4 spans, you can see I have 2 of spans from 1 to 5. So it's basically I am doing this. I have all the spans 1 to 5 mixed up in this spans. Plus, if you look at the span analysis, if you look at the straight span, you can see these empty cells. You don't have this kind of empty cells here. That means span 4, span 5 is bound to happen next draw. And then you don't find one bunch of empty cells here. You don't see this bunch. It can happen once in a while, it will happen. So either you play span 7, 8, 9, 10, or you drop span 8, 9, 10. This is what I am doing. Then you can see this whole bunch is empty. This whole bunch can go empty for how many draws? Not even 1 draw only. This empty can go 1 draw only. That means from this bunch, that means from span 12 to 26, definitely you're going to have 1 span or 2 span coming up from this region, because it can never, because it was empty the last draw. So it should fill up. Either it fills up 1 or 2, maximum 1 or 2 spans. This is what I have done here. You can see I have playing the big span, 1 or 2 big span, plus 1 or 2 small span, which I am sure of. So this can never go wrong. So, and this is my 5 filters. This is the filtering. So from this wheel you can see, even if I wheel 12,000 entry, I get only 372 tickets just by this filtering. That means this filter will throw away if that doesn't meet these conditions, and these conditions are not met or thrown away. So I generate 372 tickets, which is a fraction of the big wheel. So this kind of wheeling is bound to allows you to play 6 of 5. This means you can play 6 of 5 wheeling from any selection. Your number of tickets generated will be very less. Example, I am going to the same posting as what MXP has done. MPXJ, you can see this numbers I copy, I paste on the same filter. I'm not changing the filter, and then I use a very big template, which is the biggest in the WinToto I have, which is 1200. 6 of 5 guarantee 1002. All are very less. This is the highest, 1200. I wheel. You can see how much ticket it gets. 14 tickets, $7. If this selection is correct, has 6 number inside, and if this filter is correct, this ticket potentially is going to win 5 number confirmed. This is what is my wheel. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you understand more as we